Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This has been a long-awaited video, I'm sure, but finally I'm here to talk about my 120 gallon Cichlid and Oddball fish community tank. There's just so much to talk about. I want to do it in two videos. Basically, this first video, I just want to introduce you to the tank as a whole, everything I got going on here. Non-fish related, and then in the second video I will get you all that good stuff about what fish I have, as well as future fish plans for like what's coming in, what's not permanent, stuff like that. Yeah, let's get started. So this tank has been running about a year now. I got it last summer, midsummer, right about a year ago right now. It's been running great. I've had no problems really ever with this tank since I got it. Basically, I got it, it was from a previous owner. They didn't want the tank anymore. They had, what they had for a setup, they had all black, like typical aquarium gravel, and they had one huge pirate ship, like a hollowed out pirate ship decoration, taking up the entire tank, basically, probably like 4 feet at least. And I mean, it was cool for what he had set up, but for what I wanted, it really was not realistic at all. It took up way too much room in the tank, not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do since I first started looking at upgrading to a bigger tank is I wanted to try out sand. I'm a big fan of natural sort of setups, natural appearing aquascapes and decorations, and just whole aesthetic to the tank. And so what I wanted to do is sand. I was tired of just the basic aquarium gravel like I have in my 55. It looks nice on a basic level, but I wanted to try out sand. I couldn't do live plants due to the fish I'm keeping, between the silver dollars and some of the cichlids. They would eat the live plants, but I wanted to make sure I had some realistic looking plants, just to keep with that natural kind of vibe to it. And I got a lot of driftwood pieces, both real and fake, in different rockwork structures and ornaments, just to keep this natural feel, give some hiding spots for the fish, as well as fit the overall aesthetic of like a natural kind of river setup, but not do crazy overboard with huge centerpiece driftwood, because I still wanted this center swimming area for the fish. Obviously you got to plan for their full grown size, so I wanted the swimming area to still be open while having some area down the bottom for fish to have their little hiding spots and swimming in between. So yeah, that's the aquascape I went with, is a natural kind of river flow, all fake plants obviously. But yeah, so what he the previous owner had wasn't really what I wanted to do. And the tank came with everything you see, basically, besides the filters. The filters are all mine. The light tank stand. He gave me 2 heaters, and eventually, after a few months, I added a third just to make it more efficient with the heating. So yeah, I have 3 heaters. All the air bubblers that came with it. This light is a great light. It has a nighttime setting, which I really like. I'm going to turn that on for a second. This nice blue light, so you can see them in their natural behaviors at night. But anyways, so yeah, that's the main equipment. When I got the tank, it had 4 fish in it. This whole 120 gallon tank had 2 juvenile angelfish, a common pleco, which is actually swimming across right here in front. He's probably the size of like an adult bristlenose at this point. Not too big. I know how big they do get. Yeah, so the 2 juvenile angelfish, I gave those to a local pet store. I'm not a big angelfish guy. Obviously pretty cool cichlid, but not for what I had going. Wouldn't really work well. And then the fourth fish was a single black skirt tetra. I don't know why they just had one. I know they're a schooling fish, but that's in my 55, and eventually on my bucket list is to get him some friends. But yeah, so that's what the tank came with. All this equipment, stand, the four fish, and the ornaments. But I kept some of the ornaments, like some of the basic ones, and he had some plants. But the giant pirate ship I got rid of. I wasn't planning on using that. But basically, the filters that came with were kind of like the basic cheap filters. I mean, for the amount of fish he had, it really was like more than enough. But for what I had planned, obviously I needed to upgrade a little bit. So what I did to start out is, so I had the two hang-on back filters. I couldn't even tell you the company name. It was really just the generic brand, the cheapest money could buy. So I had those running when I got the tank. And I don't know if you can see it, but this tall green plant over here near me is in front of an interior filter. I want to say the company is Cascade. But yeah, so that interior filter, I added that the first day with this tank. Basically, I knew with my plans for the tank, I needed to be a little more serious with the filtration. Since then, I have upgraded the hang-on back filters to new filters, but we'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, so with those filters he had, they were just the basic kind of insert cartridge, whatever. Change them out, and I mean they were decent for what he had, but I needed definitely a lot more biological media. And so that brings me to the interior filter that I have here. It serves three major purposes for the tank, and the first one, like I mentioned, is this filter is entirely biological media. I don't take out any cartridges and replace them. The whole thing, I mean, I clean it once in a while after build-up, but for the most part, all the cartridges stay in there and they don't get changed out. It's all biological media, just to support the higher bioload that I was putting in this tank compared to what the previous owner had of just the four fish. So yes, the filter, the first purpose was to add extra bioload compared to what the previous hang-on back filters could support. Second purpose is oxygenation. I purposely place it at the top of the water. All this surface agitation and bubbles you see is just the surface tension caused by the output of the filter, causing a lot of extra surface area for the exchange of oxygen into the water. That's going to support this higher bioload of fish that I have, and support, nice healthy lives, immune system, and better colors overall. You can never really oxygenate too much. And the third purpose of this filter is to create circulation. I have the output angled towards the front, and so it has circulation going across the front, wrapped around the back, and basically circulation is important for a couple reasons. First one is some of these fish from their natural habitats actually enjoy a nice flow to the tank. Moving water, they don't like it standing too still. Not all the fish are like that. That's why I have it up the top, so like down below it's not strong enough to stress some of the fish out. But some of the fish like silver dollars, the archer fish, and some of the cichlids, etc., they come from natural habitats, and even their bodies are formed in a way to be used to swimming in a stronger current, and so that circulation is good for that purpose, as well as the circulation to keep waste and excess food from settling. Basically, the waste in the water column, it's basically acting as a power head to keep that waste moving around to the back to where the filter intakes. You can take them up and filter it out, so it's not just settling out and looking gross on the sand, etc. So yeah, those are the three purposes of this interior filter: are oxygenation, circulation, and biofiltration. So I didn't really intend to rhyme there, but it kind of worked out. But yeah, so those are the three purposes of that filter right there. And now we can talk about the new hang-on back filters up top. So I know you can't see them. They are two Emperor 400s. I can't compliment them enough. Great filter. I have the AquaClear 110 on my 55. Also a great filter. But this specifically was more suited to what I wanted for this tank. With the extra bioload, I love that the Emperor 400s actually have this thing called the bio wheel. It's kind of an exclusive feature. Not many filters have it, but basically, it's this rotating wheel with this fabric, these fabric sheets and layers. I can actually break one of these off and show you for a split second. It's a rotating wheel with all these different layers, and all this surface area is there for the beneficial bacteria. And basically they have water running over those wheels and rotating them, creating more surface area for the biologic bacteria and creating actually more oxygenation. So that's another reason I chose these over the AquaClear. Is these filters do a great job of oxygenation with that bio wheel action. And with this heavy bio load I have on this tank, I definitely needed to ramp up what I was using for the bio portion of the filtration. So on top of the bio wheels, each filter has two bio wheels, one on each side. And it's got the section for the mechanical filtration, just to remove the waste from the water. But on top of that, it's actually also got a ton of room for your own biological media. So in each side of each filter, I have a large bag of lava rocks. That's one of the best biomedias you can get. And so yeah, I always try to keep more than enough biomedia than your tank needs. So that whenever you add fish, there is more than enough room for a larger population of beneficial bacteria in the filters. So yeah, that's why I chose these filters. AquaClear 110 is also a great filter for my 55. Keeps it crystal clear. Putting these filters after I took off the other filters that it came with, and put these on within 24 hours, it was a noticeable difference, like visibly noticeable difference between the water quality before and after, in terms of just how clear it was, and even the fish, like it looked like they were even responding better. They looked healthier within a few days, having the extra filtration, an adequate flow rate with this new filter compared to the cheap filters that were on there before. So yeah, that's basically it for equipment. In the next video, I will talk about obviously all the cool fish I have in here, the more important stuff that I know you guys all want to know. Like I said, this is a Cichlid and Oddball community, and so basically those are my two favorite kind of sections or families within the hobby. It's not a true family because the Oddball is kind of like a catch-all term for just stuff that doesn't really look like a normal fish does. And the Cichlids, most are South American, but some are from Africa. But yeah, so I will get to that in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Like I said, next video is on the way very quickly. And please hop in the comments with any and all comments, questions, concerns, any feedback you got. There's unlimited options when you have a tank this big, constant room for improvement, and so I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about that. And so yeah, so thank you for watching again, and I will get you guys these videos as soon as possible, along with the fish video coming next. Thank you.